Hi, and welcome to HUR at Home. It's Ladies' Night. I love Ladies' Night. I love these ladies so much. The women of WHUR. We like to kick it and talk about what's happening in current events. Whatever scandal the celebrities are up to, we are here for it. And it's all about you in the comments. The whole reason we do this is to connect with our WHUR listeners even more. So get ready, make sure that you comment, because when you do, it's the only way that we know you're here. So, all right, with no further ado, let me tell you, it's bare bones tonight, but we're going to do this. I've got my girl Autumn Joy, so life is good.
It's
Hey,
bare bones,
looking
but it's good bones,
cute.
girl. It's good
It's
bones.
bare bones. It's good. We got the ponytails rocking. Oh, a chignon.
Uh-oh.
Yes, darling. So elegant. Hey, pretty lady. How
Hello, my
are
love.
you?
I am better now that I'm looking at you, my Angela Stribling.
Aw, I feel the same way about you, my Autumn Joy. This is such a
Oh,
love fest.
it
And
is.
it really is. And the love is real. I genuinely am so happy that you're in my life. And Nina Brown can't make it tonight. She had another commitment, and we'll miss her. Coka may or may not be here. She's having some technical issues. I think her computer just kind of has a life of its own. Speaking of which, I think she might be here. Ladies and gentlemen, is it true? She's here. Hi, Coka. We were just saying technical issues. We didn't know if you would go make it. Uh-oh, we see you. Say something? I don't know. Okay, I don't think we can hear you. Say something. No?
Wait, I think I
don't
hear
see
her
your lips
typing.
moving. Yeah,
Oh,
I heard
oh, she
something.
can't hear. Oh,
Oh, okay.
oh no.
She'll be back. She'll be back. They're going to get it sorted out. And Robin is our producer. And if anybody can get to the bottom of this, it's Robin Akinwele. So we're going to let them sort this out. Oh, my goodness. Autumn, today we lost a comedy legend.
Yeah.
Paul Mooney. It was so shy. I kept seeing his picture coming across Facebook, and Instagram. I'm like, is it his birthday? And I saw this TMZ news feed come
Yeah.
up. I'm
Mhm.
like, oh my gosh, so
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
79 years old.
Yeah. And I'm, of course I knew who Paul Mooney was, because his comedy isn't for the faint of heart, for lack of a better term. Like you
You're
cannot
right.
right, you cannot have thin skin and listen to what he has to say. But I loved his comedy because he, in there he spoke truth to power,
Oh, yeah.
in a way that we all could laugh at, but looking at white people like ha ha ha, but he's speaking facts,
Yeah.
yeah, and I
Exactly. Unafraid.
yeah, very unapologetic, such a pioneer. And you actually posted in our group chat the TMZ link. I talked about it on my show today. I mean, I had no idea that he was that involved with Richard Pryor's career,
Yeah.
and then
He's doing
thinking back.
right.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, thinking back on like Richard's like stand-up comedy and some of his jokes, they absolutely have Paul Mooney written all over him. So
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. I mean, when I think of even activists, when I think of civil rights activism, I think it's different people doing what they can do using their own platform to make a difference. And that's certainly what he did. I mean, he'd give it to you straight, no chaser. Look you right in
Yeah.
the face. He'd be on these, very popular talk shows, late night talk shows, looking people right in their face, not being afraid to say, look, you white people, this is not right. And it's not right.
Exactly. And I had no idea he was like a ringmaster starting out. Like so
Mhm.
many cool facts and things that about him that we didn't know that of course now
Yeah.
we do know. And I mean, he was just such a pioneer. He was
Yeah.
that guy that was behind the scenes of a lot of some of our favorite shows, Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
I had no
Yes.
idea Sanford and
Yeah.
Son,
Yeah. It
so
was a
so
really good article.
yeah, I mean, it just speaks volumes to who he was. And it's just so sad, because okay, dementia is when you start to forget things. Is that?
Yeah, in his
Yeah.
latter years, he suffered,
Mhm.
and I didn't know that either until today. He was suffering from dementia, which explains why he just kind of, all of a sudden, you never see him. You never hear about him, didn't see him at all. He just kind of disappeared. And
Yeah,
that's why, because he
yeah,
was suffering from dementia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean,
So sad.
yeah, it's so sad, and again, to be such a pillar in the comedy, entertainment, the whole arena, you just
Yeah.
think dementia out of all of the things
Yeah.
that you just can't really recall or remember so many historic moments from your life. So,
Yeah. Oh gosh. I know. But I hope, before the dementia, I hope he knew how much he was celebrated and how much he really meant to the culture. I mean, he was one of the few, he and Dick Gregory. Dick
yeah,
Gregory was another one who would use his comedy as a platform for activism.
yeah,
That I love that all day long because so many people are politically correct and they don't want to lose out on work. They want to make sure that they're still invited on these other platforms. So a lot of people will play it safe. Paul
yeah.
Mooney, he's like, no, this is what it is. And I am here to tell you.
Straight with no chaser.
Straight with no chaser.
That was Paul Mooney. So you got your drink, Angela, or mine?
Well, today.
Is it water again?
It's water.
I should probably be drinking more water.
Well, no, you can combine it. The red wine is good for you. You should have that.
Well, Jesus turned water into wine, so technically, you know what I'm saying?
So we're doing that before and after. Before. I'm going to have a drink.
We're cheersing to Paul Mooney. May he rest in peace. And we're sending our thoughts and prayers and our deepest condolences to his friends and family and all of his fans.
Amen.
So we love you, Paul Mooney.
That's beautiful. We love you. Have you always been such a goofball? Say yeah.
I have. Yeah. It's so funny.
I love that about you.
It's so funny because Al, in the liners for promoting Ladies Night, he called me like a wannabe comedian or something like that. I was like, really, Al? Okay, I'm going to turn it up tonight. All right.
Okay, is that what you want? Is that what you want?
Well, give me what you want,
ain't
Al.
seen nothing yet. I love it. Well, you know what? On a sad / inspiring note, Tank and his hearing loss.
Yeah. So I had no idea until I randomly on my timeline, I saw him getting the procedure done with like them going through his nose and then.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like they go through, yes, girl. They went
for your ear?
Apparently so. Maybe I would have to do more research, but yeah, like they went up in his nose and then you heard like a click. So I don't know if they're like adjusting his nasal passageway. And I had no idea that, but I guess it's all connected somehow, some way. Yeah. You know what I mean? All of this is connected.
Yeah, the ENT, the ear, nose, and throat. Yeah, I guess you're right.
I had no idea.
I didn't either, but I loved what he said. It came on my radar when D.L. Hughley posted something from Tank's page, and he said that he had totally lost the hearing in his left ear and was losing it in the right ear, or I could have it mixed up. But nevertheless, he was just saying that they had no idea what was causing it, which that seems to me even more frightening.
Yeah.
But through all of that, he was saying that, whatever it is that you're going through, you've got to have faith. You've got to keep pushing through your dreams. It was so positive and inspiring going through something like that as a singer and a musician. He's an instrumentalist as well as a vocalist.
Yeah.
And that's like the worst possible thing for someone with his career path to lose your hearing.
He's braver than me. I would not be positive at all. I'll be on,
Why?
I don't know sign language, so y'all please pray for me.
Oh my goodness. Really? I mean, I'm telling you, I wouldn't be any better. I'd be right there. Yeah, look, pray for her. Notice I'm not claiming any of that.
Yeah, in the name of Jesus.
But in the name of Jesus, let us keep all of our senses. And God bless Tank. I mean, that's really the bottom line. Deep in our prayers. That has got to be, he's got a brave face and keeping a brave front, and.
And shout out to Tank when he premiered his song. Was it Can't Let It Show on my show and then called in.
Awesome.
And So he's
Oh, I love
definitely a
that.
friend of the show. So yeah, and he's a DMV guy, went to
I
Crossland,
was gonna say, yeah,
yeah. So,
we've got so
yeah, we
much love.
definitely were pulling for him all jokes
Yeah.
aside, because he's so talented. So he's written for so many
So
people,
talented
such an
and such a
amazing
great
voice,
guy.
very
And
distinct
he was
voice
on
as
this
well.
platform. He was on HUR at Home not long ago.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
with his latest single, so cool, just such a sweet, down to earth guy,
He's so
just
sexy.
amazingly. And so, God, I was trying not to look at him that hard. I know
Mhm.
his wife was in the other room. I was like, okay, let me just. Right, I was looking just like that. Hi, Tank. How you doing?
Can you put the camera down a little more?
Keep going. Keep it going. Could you take your shirt off just for the interview? No, it's a requirement. Okay, so I tried my best. I think you would have been proud of me. I was keeping my eyes up and up. Hi, Tank. How you doing? Then I would occasionally get a little.
Is that baby oil next to you? Can you just lather it? I mean, no. Back to the interview. Back to the interview.
I like you, Tank. Okay.
You're terrible.
Focus,
Angela Stribling.
Focus. But he did give us a great interview. He always does. He's
Yeah.
amazing. And I just pray that he's going to be all right. It could be one of those freaky things. You know how some things just come out of nowhere and then they disappear. Like people who get, what is that? When their face freezes. It's like, I forgot
Botox?
what it's called.
A bad Botox injection?
No, not Botox. It's not Parkinson's. It's something. And it's your face palsy.
Oh, Bell's
Something
palsy.
And your face will freeze,
Mm-hmm.
for a while, just out of nowhere. Okay, so Kokalani is trying to come back on, but it's so funny. I see her backstage. They're like sideways pictures and forward pictures.
Aww.
So Robin has not brought her in just yet. They're working it out, though. She'll be here soon. I know she wants in on this conversation, but it sure is funny. What I just saw was pretty hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm sorry, Kokalani. So.
Oh, here she is.
Hey,
you
heard what I said?
And we can hear you.
Yes, we
Okay.
hear you. We see you. You're upright. Oh, and you're lighting.
Your lighting
Oh
looks
my
good.
Yes.
Disclaimer, my computer did a reboot like right before I was doing the sound check. But right now I'm on my phone because my computer's not working. So
Okay. Good. Good to have that backup.
Yeah.
yes.
Good to have the backup.
So what did
Uh-oh.
I
I'm
miss?
starting to
What
hear
did I miss?
those.
I saw you guys
Okay, now your phone is starting to make the noises my phone made last week, and that was my. I am like the host of this show, and oh my God, the gremlins are in your phone, Kokalani.
Okay,
I was so mad last week.
What were you guys cheering about in toasting?
All kinds of stuff. Oh, Tank.
Yeah, Tank
And Paul Mooney.
Paul Mooney. We did like a toast to Paul Mooney. And then drank a little something.
Do you have a beverage? Do you want to toast? We could toast again.
Yeah, I would love to toast to Paul Mooney and to Tank. And I lost a family member over the weekend. Look at me being Debbie Downer.
Oh, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
no, I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, so
Oh.
but I am coping. I'm happy. I'm loving every day of life, and I know that tomorrow is not promised. So this is just something to ignite the vigor in everybody watching.
Yeah.
Just live your life to the fullest. Reach out to family members and just love life, and don't hold grudges. Don't be upset over anything. If you get a
There you
phone
go.
bill or something, don't be upset. Just be happy because every day we wake up is a gift. So
It's so
Kokalani, I'm so
true.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too. God bless you. And you know what? Shout out to all of us whoever, the people in the comments as well, just those who are joining us tonight who have lost. If you've lost someone, God bless you and God bless your family. And so, yeah, we all wanted to toast for all of those who are now our guardian angels. They're with us in spirit. And as we did before, God bless Paul Mooney, his family and friends that he left behind. And amen.
Amen.
Come on and guzzle like you did before, Autumn.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
While she's guzzling, I want to give a shout out. Isabella, thank you for joining us. Brenda, hi. Lawan, hello, hello. Francine, aw, Lawan missed me. So you know what, all week I was hanging out with my family up in Buffalo, New York, and they had some wonky Wi-Fi. It was not, oh my gosh, but Autumn, that little impersonation, I'm going to get you. I'm going to beat you up. I'm coming to the studio. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be there tomorrow, 10 to 3. There was going to be some hair pulling.
So funny.
She did a good job, though. She did a good job.
I have been waiting.
She had to be her and you at the same time to close it out. And it was improv.
We were kind of
So she had no time to run.
we were a blend.
I was waiting. I have been waiting my entire career to get a good Angela Stribling impersonation.
I'm gonna get you.
And it was thank you, ladies. I'm here all night. Angela, if you ever need me to sit in for pillow talk with Angela Stribling.
Yes. Which is on Sunday night, by the way.
Sunday night.
At midnight. Get out of here with those faces. I don't know what she's talking about. Oh my God, I was dying. And then I couldn't even talk. You couldn't hear me. I was like, what? Stop. Nobody could hear me. I'm like, I don't talk like that. And then you did something. I'm Angela.
Oh,
right.
wow.
It was hilarious. But you guys, you did such a great job, though.
It was so fun.
It was a fun show.
Yeah.
So fun to watch. Mary, thank you for joining us. Isabella said cheers. Lisa says hello. Hey, ladies. Marcella says good evening. We've got a lot of people. Francine, LB, is that right? LBR Keith. Hello, beautiful ladies. Thank you. All right. So everybody who is joining us, it goes on and on and on. Oliver. So topics, Andra Day. Did you know that she almost didn't take the role as Billie Holiday because she used to have a porn and sex addiction?
So I'm so confused. How did the two go hand in hand?
Well, the two to her, she was feeling like, Billie Holiday had a drug addiction and there were a lot of sex scenes in there. And I think for Andra, I keep saying Andra, it's Andra like Sandra. Andra Day felt like just getting into that type of role, I guess she hasn't acted before, really. And I think just having to, do the sex scenes, she was a little worried about it. I think that was the connection. However, she said by taking the role, it really kind of helped her put those, those issues to rest. I just thought that was really interesting, right?
Yeah, I'm still just like trying to figure out. I mean, I guess maybe
the connection.
I guess maybe it's similar to like a drug addict. Like if you dangle some cocaine in front of their face, and it could be hard for them.
Yeah,
like
I think so.
Yeah, like is it a situation where like the sex scene she wouldn't be able to stop, or I'm just like trying to.
Just the opposite. I'm thinking she would be a little more in control because she could pull from a real place. She doesn't have to imagine.
That's probably what helped her.
Right. And when I used to go to performing arts school, one thing they told us, pull from a place of a memory. So if she had to do, those sex things or any kind of those things, she could be like, okay, I remember 1987. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Robin wrote on there. I'm sorry. Robin wrote, it's all addiction. It triggered her. Yeah, that makes sense.
I see. And it's so. I guess when it comes to like the porn addiction, that to me is somewhat confusing. Is it a thing where you just watch it all the time and can't get enough, or you see what I'm saying? Because self-pleasure, I mean, I don't know how deep we can get, but I feel like is a healthy thing. So, if that's what you're doing, especially when you're single and you're not trying to up your partners, whatever it is, whatever reason you have, or even in a relationship, whatevs. But I do think that, I don't know, for me, when I hear people say porn addiction, I gotta, maybe it's a certain kind of porn. I don't know. I would have to kind of hear her explain that.
Yeah. Well, I try to understand what that is too with the porn addiction. Remember Kirk Franklin a while ago came out and said he used to be addicted. And I guess it's kind of like anything. You just want to watch it and pleasure yourself all the time when you're watching it.
But
I don't know.
I mean, in the way of your
but if it's
part.
I was like, how is that warm? Wrong. Well, I guess, yeah. I mean,
because if you it's sort of like if you always eat at McDonald's all the time, you're not going to appreciate a home cooked meal because you're going to be wanting McDonald's all the time because you're like, I get it quick, get it whenever I want. I don't have to preheat the oven. I don't have to do this. I don't do that. And so, from a perspective of, just being in a relationship with someone and especially, not saying that you need to be celibate, as going into the Bible because you want to have your mate be your first one or your only one, but you'll be comparing them to something else. And if you have that insatiable desire that you are looking to, if you have a mate and they're not pleasuring you, you may be looking at something going into different realms or something and then expecting that on your significant other. And then you can't control it. You're thinking about it day and night. And, Kirk, I remember when Kirk had that issue and he was very open about what he went through, about how it was just affecting his life.
Everything.
Affected everything. So you have to think about, I understand what Autumn's saying. Autumn's saying, like, if you're single, pleasuring yourself should not be an issue. But if that comes into the issue with you and your mate, where you're like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go in the room. I'll see you in a few minutes. You don't want to.
You're right. And I think the key word is addiction. Anything to, that magnitude. Addiction. If you're like doing it all the time, you're late for meetings because you got to handle something, I mean, really, I've read it gets that deep. We talk about this kind of thing on Pillow Talk. It's true. I mean, people who have these sex addictions, you'd be surprised what they go through just to satisfy that addiction.
Well, okay, ladies. So then I probably used to be addicted a little bit then back in the day. I mean, I feel like this is a safe space and I can speak for people. It wasn't that bad. Like I wasn't missing meetings and all of that, but I did go through a period where I would, I'd come home. I'd light my little candle, you know what I'm saying? I'd prop my pillows up, and I would just search and look until I found something that I felt like, all right, cool. I never dug deep. I didn't go down a rabbit hole to where it was like people that like to put mayonnaise on feet and lick it off. Like, no, it was never like weird stuff like that. But, there was a period. So I guess, listening to
that.
I know.
Mayonnaise on the feet.
That's
disgusting.
But I guess, listening to what Kokalani was saying, like I can definitely see from that perspective because I was a little thrown off because I'm looking at it from how I was, it didn't affect, any relationship.
I don't think that was that doesn't sound like it was an addiction. And I appreciate your transparency too. I so appreciate your honesty.
It was like I'm racing home from work and like excited to get home.
You calling off work and canceling plans with friends? Were you canceling plans with friends?
Nah,
and,
I would plan around it.
I'll be there. I might be late.
I'd be like, all right, I got a 6:00 meeting with BBC's ladies. I'm gonna catch y'all at the bar after my BBC meeting in 20 minutes. I'm gonna see y'all.
That is funny. I mean, I don't know. To me, it doesn't sound like it was an addiction. It sounds like, you were just kind of handling your business.
Okay.
I mean, unless when I'm talking about the addiction, it's a constant situation. It's not like, one time I get home and this is like, okay, we're going to rest for a minute. This is what you do. It's like, you're obsessed with it. It's like,
Well, I can say, and to Kokalani's point, just to kind of reverse to that, like I was in a relationship back then and I wasn't happy, and I wasn't, we weren't really having sex like that. And so, yeah, like there were moments, this was back when I was doing property management. There were moments where like on my lunch break, we had like a private bathroom in the back, and I would just, go in there, lock the door and, so, I mean, I guess, I don't know, like, yeah. But I see what you're saying. Like there's an addiction, then there's a level above that. So I guess I was like the level above that. Like I wasn't canceling plans and doing, I the real thing has always been better in my opinion. But yeah, no, I see what I get it. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And plus, I think, you said something else that was very key, that you weren't being satisfied in your relationship, but that didn't mean that you didn't have to that you weren't going to have a healthy sex life. You took care of yourself. I mean, I honestly, I don't see anything wrong with that at all.
And I didn't want to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like I just.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say, Coca? Okay. Well, I was saying I didn't want to cheat on him. So it was like.
I was saying that this is great because it's like a pillow.
I love it. She said, this is great because it's like pillow talk. I love it. Yeah, I mean, but just, I love it. I mean, we talk about real stuff on this show. And I love that. I love, Autumn, that you can just be honest about, your truth. This is like what it is. Sex wasn't happening in the relationship, but you're a healthy young woman. You're like, you still had desires, and it's healthy to take care of yourself. It is. It's good for you physically as well as emotionally. So good for you. Oh, wait, what's that, Deetra? Autumn, was that AAA or AA?
Okay.
Come on.
I don't like toys. Like I've never been a toy girl. Like it just doesn't, doesn't. My sister is like, has a drawer. Like, I'm just like, how in the world? Like I'll just say this. I'm just not a toy person. That's just not my MO.
Okay. I ain't gonna say nothing. Just don't open up any drawers when you come over. Or boxes. Anything. Don't go in there either. No, it's no. That. Okay, let's change the subject. Let's talk about something else. I'm blushing over here. Okay, so Jay Wright. Did you guys hear about that? He murdered his girlfriend? What's going on with that?
I saw the story. I didn't realize he was as big of a producer and knew all those people. Like, I didn't know it was all of that.
Yeah, I mean, he was, 31-year-old music producer, worked with Timbaland, Rick Ross, DJ Khaled. And as the story goes, he has been arrested on murder charges by Iowa authorities. Say he killed his girlfriend on Mother's Day. They were in North Carolina, pronounced her dead. Walana Bibbs, he shot her.
Was she
I don't know the situation. I don't know.
Yeah, so I could be confusing too. I heard a story where Mother's Day shot and killed her. She was pregnant. She pushed her. Was this the one where he pushed her off the bridge or pushed her in the water and then shot her in the water or something? Okay, maybe this is. Listen, people are going crazy. Let me say.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I guess that was a whole nother story. So okay, so then maybe I'm confusing the two. So he killed her Mother's Day. Yeah.
Shot her in their home. The first responders came to the house. But gosh, that's a horrible story. The other one shot somebody in the water.
Yeah, like apparently, he was a football. That's what it was. He was a football player, ex NFL player, something. The girl was pregnant. He didn't want her to keep the baby, and apparently, like shot at her, and then pushed her in the water, and then like shot her in the water to make sure she was dead or something crazy.
Oh my goodness, that is so sad.
Yeah,
so sad. Yeah, someone wrote WHUR 96.3 TV MA.
Oh yeah, because of the so TV MA is TV mature for like the audience rating for shows. So,
I love it. Yes, put the kids to bed. Oh my gosh.
Well, really quickly, did you guys hear about Demi Lovato now identifying herself as non-binary, and she no longer she does not want to be identified as a female or a male. She is now non-binary, and her pronouns are they, them. So this is like a thing. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah. So people are changing.
Wow.
You know what? I think this is just me talking out loud, and then you guys comment. But I think if you're gonna do for her to announce it, she's a singer, a pop artist with fans. I think she is trying. I don't know. It's just me. Just looks like a way to say, hey, y'all can support me even harder now. I don't know, because I don't think she didn't have to make that announcement about that. She didn't have to make that.
I don't know. Yeah. It does make you wonder. I mean, but at the same time, who was it who came out a couple years ago that they're pansexual? Oh, what's her name? I love her so much. She's
what is pansexual? I can't keep up.
That pansexual, as I know, this is quickly for a pillow talk moment. You do everything. It doesn't matter. You don't care their gender. They could be transgender. They could be female, male. I think they just have to be human.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah. Janelle Monáe. Thank you, Isabella. Janelle Monáe. Thank you, lady.
Monáe.
That's exact. Oh, yeah. She came out saying that she's pansexual.
Wow.
And I mean, but that's an interesting point that Kokalani made. I mean, these artists are coming out and saying, this is who I am. Mm-hmm. But do you think it's just for the attention? Or are they saying, look, I want you to know me?
Well, and it's funny you all should say that, because as she's making the announcement, then she's like, I'm going to be talking about it on the first episode of my podcast. Da, 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 da. I said, oh, okay, sis. I see what this is. Oh, there it is.
Exactly. And no one needs to know. And this is one of the things I've always said, your sexuality doesn't really matter unless somebody's in the bedroom with you. So it's not like when you're buying a hamburger, people are going to know, well, what do? You're you regardless. Your sexuality shouldn't identify you. So the fact that she feels that she has to say that, it's sort of like, unless somebody's trying to be intimate with you or, put you on a dating show and you're like, nah, I might not want to do that because I'm a they or them. But you don't have to tell anybody your sexuality in any.
But in a way, do you think that maybe society is there though more these days, that people overshare? I don't know if it's the world of the era of social media. People overshare.
Yeah, I just don't think. Honestly, I mean,
think it's about what you are.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Kokalani. Oh, well, no, I was going to say, I do agree. I do think. Oh,
you too.
Well, I do think, that people do overshare, especially in this, clickbait society that we're living in. More views, more followers, more this, more that, trying to, meet your quota. Yeah, I do think that shock and awe, of course, with anything, it definitely is still there. But I also do think that people feel more comfortable coming out and speaking their truth, because quite frankly, we'll be, and then we're on to the next headline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like,
that's right.
Sign
of the times.
When Janelle Monáe made her announcement, we were all like, but I forgot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly. JoJo Siwa, like the teen sensation. Every little girl and guy loves JoJo Siwa. She came out as being fully being a lesbian and introduced her girlfriend, and parents were up in an uproar because she just turned 18, I think today, and so it's like, wow. Oh, this influence you're having on our kids. But at the end of the day, I have so many friends that are homosexual, and they say that they knew when they were like 5, 6, 7 years old, that's how they felt. So I do think that, I kudos to these kids, because they're a lot braver than our generation and even the generation before us. And so if that's what they identify as, and that's what they want us to say, well then.
Yeah. Look what Doc just wrote to you, Kokalani. Oh. Doc said, Doc ask you? Oh, I'm sorry. Just go ahead, Kokalani. Doc said, did you and Angela switch monitors?
Okay.
Because you're...
They got jokes today.
You got the gremlins. They got jokes, and you've got the same gremlins. Huh?
She said she's in Buffalo.
Yeah. Say hi to my mom and my sisters. Okay, thank you. Applebee's. Al Payne, our program director, teased me so bad about Buffalo. He's like, there's nothing going on but Applebee's. But let me tell you, there's a lot going on in Buffalo.
He might have a point.
Angela. He might. But it's my hometown. I'll always love it. You know what? We're out of time, but we're going to take a long hiatus. We are going to this is our last show until I think it's the first week of July.
Aww.
So ladies, I mean, I'm so happy to see you. I hate that Nina isn't here with us tonight, and we just really appreciate you guys. Love that you guys come on here every Wednesday night. We're going to take this quick break, and we will be back stronger than ever. So I know Kokalani is over there trying to figure this out, but
she's like,
we really are taking a break. I know. So yeah, we're going to be on hiatus. But we're not leaving you high and dry. We would never do that. We're going to pull from some of our best of shows. And, in fact, we've been working behind the scenes on those today. And so please continue to tune in every Wednesday night, the ones that were the highest rated. So it's the ones that you guys like the most. So yeah, every Wednesday night. And we will personally be back soon. And I'll be missing you ladies. So
but we'll be on the radio. So it's We're all three of us are on the radio weekly, so you may not be able to see us here, but you can hear us and see us on our social media. So it's not goodbye. It's just hold on. We'll be right back.
Yeah, and it's not even a goodbye because you still need to come. We're going to be in the comments and all that stuff with you. So continue to watch the show, but just wanted to give you a heads up. It's going to be best of. So if you see something in the events might not jive with it might be something that we've talked about in the past, but it's okay because we were all having fun and you were there right with us. But continue to listen to us, and thank you so much for making us the #1 music station in the DMV. Yay! And I want you ladies to shout out what you have going on. I listen to you all always, and I hope you listen to Pillow Talk as well.
I do.
Thank you. Yay! But okay, one by one, I want you to give us a shout out. Tell everybody how they can connect with you on your social and all that good stuff. Starting with you, Autumn Joy, with the beautiful makeup and the chignon.
Ooh. Hello, everybody. Hey, y'all. Oh, I'm gonna miss you guys. Oh, but yeah, you can catch me Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on WHUR. Of course, we've got our live squad lit mix with my girl DJ Farrah Flossett and the original $75 Giant Food gift cards. Okay, don't let nobody else fool you. We've been giving out our gift cards since last year, so make sure you tune in 12:20 each day. I'm giving you $75 to shop at Giant. Come and follow me on Instagram at Autumn Joy with an I live. Bye, ladies. I'll see you in July.
And just so you know, Autumn, I'm studying your moves. So when you're not here, I'm going to be doing my own little version of Autumn Joy with an I. I have to practice, but in the meantime, what you got going on, Kokalani?
Hold on one second, Angela. Well, okay, Mom says you left something in your room, Angela. So I'm here in Buffalo right now. What you doing? Fix me something to eat too. I love your mom. I love you, Mom. All right. So anyway, I want to thank you. I want to thank everyone who's been listening to the show on Saturday. We are holding down the #1 spot on the weekend. So I want to thank you for just tuning in to the 4 p.m. Face Off. I will be on this Saturday from 12 p.m. until 5. And you can check me out there. And this Saturday, we're going to be doing another fabulous Face Off. Now, this one, our wonderful, wonderful Stevie Wonder had a birthday a few days ago. And it's only right that we bring Stevie to the 4 p.m. Face Off. And this Saturday, it's going to be the songwriters against the songwriter. Now, Stevie is an eloquent, songwriter from wherever. And who else has been a songwriter for our generation? Babyface. So it's going to be Stevie Wonder facing off Babyface. So, you know, both of them have great songs. So make sure you tune in on Saturday. And you can also follow me on social media. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Cokalani. That's Cokalani. All right. Bye. Angela, I'm getting back with your mom. Okay, Mom, here I come. Okay.
That is hilarious. Thank you, Kokalani. That is super sweet. Yeah, she will cook you some really good food, but I have to let you know, she's vegan, so don't look for any meat. She'll hook you up, though. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us tonight. We had another fun ladies' night, and thank you all for joining us, especially those who took the time to comment. Make sure you tell all your friends every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. This is what we do. And as I said earlier, we're going to take a brief hiatus, but we're still going to be here. It'll be the best of ladies' night. So continue to join us every Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. And tomorrow night, oh, wait, before I tell you what's coming tomorrow, let me just piggyback on something Kokalani just let us know about. What? Stevie Wonder and Babyface. I mean, I love you, Babyface, but Stevie Wonder won. He already won. It hasn't even started, but Stevie won. You already know. Okay, just had to get that out. Okay, tomorrow night, we've got a twofer. So it's HUR at Home music every Thursday night. Oh my goodness, we're going to start off with Anthony Hamilton. He's got a new song out. Hopefully I'll get him to sing for us a little bit. And right after that, we have comedian Lil Duval. He's got a new comedy special. Actually, it's a pay-per-view comedy special that he wants you all to check out. And I'm sure he's going to tell us all about that tomorrow night as well. But don't miss it. That's tomorrow night right here, 9 o'clock, same place right here. That's all you need to do. Come here, tell all your friends about it, and make sure you show up in the comment section. That's how I'll know that you're here and we can shout you out. You get a chance to talk to the artist directly. And don't forget, every Sunday night at midnight, right after my friend Manzi Pullen and the Original Quiet Storm, it's Pillow Talk with Angela, right on 96.3 WHUR, your favorite station. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great night.